Hello and welcome to Disneyland Paris, where I'm here for the 2019 Halloween Festival. I'm really excited because it's been a long time since I've seen the spooky season here at one of my favourite parks. In fact, it was way before Theme Park Worldwide even existed, so we're going back a long time here. So I've never actually done a Halloween vlog from Disneyland Paris. Crazy, I've done all the other seasons this year. I've been to the Christmas season like many times over the years, but Halloween's something that I've not been to for a long time, so I'm looking forward to seeing how much it's changed and developed since I last saw it. Of course, there's going to be the Halloween cavalcade, there's a stage show, and of course beautiful decorations throughout the park. Starting here on Main Street USA, I believe there's a big focus also in Frontierland, and also as well in Fantasyland, where there's something very special that I'm looking forward to seeing. As much as this is going to be mostly a Halloween focused vlog, I'll still catch some of my favourite attractions, take you guys on for some rides, head over to Walt Disney Studios, where there's a lot of change going on at the moment. In fact, I was last here in August. Of course, I'm an annual pass holder to Disneyland Paris, and you might think, oh, August wasn't that long ago, there can't be much change. Well, the Spider-Man ride show building has started to go up this week, so I'm going to take a look at that, all that construction for the new Marvel area as the Studios park develops, and also as well check out any of the other changes over there, including an upgrade to the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, but more about that when we head over to the studios. Welcome to the Halloween Festival here at Disneyland Paris. Let's start off and walk through under the railway station onto Town Square and look at the theming. Well, I must say, I think the train station looks absolutely amazing during the Halloween Festival. Look at all the beautiful decorations up there. It's also a fantastic photo opportunity right here at the entrance to Disneyland Park. What I'm also loving though is the train conductor ghosts that you've got up the top there. So many little details, and I believe the theme of these ghosts actually carries on all down Main Street USA and also into Frontierland. Yeah, like you zoom in at the top just there and look at some of these other details. You got like the witches' hats up there on top of some of the lights, loads of different sizes and shapes of pumpkins. It looks absolutely brilliant. But let's head underneath the train station and over onto Central Plaza. Now, a lot of people said to me, Sean, you've got to come and see all of the spectacular Halloween decorations here at Disneyland Paris. And I must say, I'm not disappointed. It looks absolutely incredible. I'm loving all the photo opportunities as well with the various different ghosts here on Town Square. And yeah, you've got all the pumpkins here as well with all the flowers in. Of course, with Disney parks, they always change the planters dependent on the time of year and the different season that's actually taking place. But yeah, it looks absolutely amazing, it really does. Little look there at some of the lights here as well. Got the witches' hats on the top, and also they've filtered the lights around the side orange, so they'll light up like pumpkins at night. There's pumpkins and garlands on all the different buildings, and I've just noticed some spooky sound effects playing as well. You hear those? Just on top of the Main Street music loop. It looks absolutely awesome, and I must say, as we head down here towards Main Street USA, wow. Look at the bandstand here. Looks incredible, doesn't it? This looks absolutely beautiful in the daytime, so I can't wait to see it at night. What a brilliant area here with all the pumpkins around the side. You've got like all the vines growing up the top, and these lanterns all leading over to the middle here as well. And you've got the Main Street band all around the top. All the different ghosts are like the residents of Main Street. That is awesome all the way around. Here's the band over here. All the sunflowers down there as well. Like I say, they just really go to town when it comes to the full experience. If they're doing something, they'll do it properly. And that's what I love about the Disney parks. Obviously, they didn't just put the decorations up and think, oh, you know, let's just leave all the planters. They've made sure that everything all fits with the theme. Yeah, that looks amazing here. I think that's going to look even better at night. And of course, they'll have lots of footage coming up later on. Now, Main Street USA looks incredible because it's got the garlands all the way across the top. So they were a new edition for Halloween last year, and I think they look really good. Of course, Christmas, they've always had garlands along the top, and yeah, they must have thought, oh, it looks great at Christmas, let's do a Halloween garland. So these are completely different to the Christmas ones, but they have all got lights in. I'll zoom in for you. And you've got all different lanterns in there and light up pumpkins, flowers, leaves, sunflowers, and so much more. And again, that's going to look absolutely incredible later on as the park turns to dark, and I look forward to seeing that. Here's a look at the Goofy meet and greet area during the Halloween season. Loving the outfit that he's wearing, looks great. And this contraption just behind him as well. Very heavily detailed, and of course a really nice backdrop for the photos. I'm loving the cast member trousers, the bright orange trousers what they're wearing for the Halloween season. Awesome. Right, let's take a walk down Main Street USA and have a look at some more of the decorations. I've made a new friend outside the Emporium just here. How you doing? Any new merchandise for me? Anything? Nothing. I really can't believe how many photo opportunities there are. It looks absolutely awesome. Outside Main Street Motors, we've got this guy just here. How you doing? He's got his spanner out just here, look. He's fixing this tyre just here. You're doing a good job there, keep it up. But yeah, it's always nice having the vehicles coming down Main Street as well. All of them again decorated for the season. We've got some more photo opportunities down here as well. Not even got to Central Plaza yet. So we've got this guy over here, and he seems like he's painting a nice picture of Main Street USA there. Love it. Who's this up there as well? Are you painting a family member or something, are you? I love it. We've got Mickey up here as well with the pumpkins. This is probably my favourite one actually. Really like this. I think it's the picture what really makes it. And again, a great photo opportunity. You can put your head in there, have a good picture, and put it out on Instagram. Make sure you give us a follow whilst you're there, by the way. There's some more spooky set pieces outside Casey's Corner. And over here, you can meet Stitch in his Halloween costume. Again, with a brilliant backdrop there, loads of theming, so many details. More of the orange trousers there. The more dungarees actually, aren't they, after looking? Yeah, this is brilliant. There's Stitch, all dressed for the season. Really impressed with all this theming there. It looks absolutely incredible. Even the lights up there have been done as well. It's all high quality stuff as well. Well, of course it's going to be with it being Disney. All of the decorations there on Town Square and Main Street USA are very impressive. So many photo opportunities, loads of theming. It looks awesome. Of course, the beautiful castle there behind me. Standing here now on Central Plaza, just about to make my way round towards the castle stage to go and watch my first show. It's Are You Brave Enough? It's like a celebration of Disney villains. So I'll put some highlights of that across the next few minutes. Halloween Festival here at Disneyland Paris. Really good start so far.
Become a villain yourself! You want to tornado! It's what I do, it's what I live for! To help poor unfortunate souls with no one else to turn to. I admit in the past I've been nasty. They were dreams when they called me a witch. But you'll find it nowadays. I've ended all my ways, repented in the right ways. Yes, and I thought to me no one was mad. It's a talent that I always had. I can't notice it. Yes, those poor unfortunate souls, so sad. but that was happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake across the cold of its souls. It's sad, but if you want to cross the Atlantic, you've got to pay the toll. Take a go and take a breath and go ahead inside this room. Now I'm done, boys. The horse is on the road. These poor, unfortunate It's time that Ursula took matters into her own tentacles. Are you brave enough to meet a few villainous teachers?
Nous voilà. Aujourd'hui, c'est notre jour de chance.
Êtes-vous prêts à nous rejoindre?
Are you with us or against us?
I'm so glad. Girls, there you are. Great evil celebration, I see.
Things are working out to my ultimate design!
Trust in me. Just in me.
Trust in me.
Trust in us! Yeah, should we go out tonight? Are you scared when there is no light? The scoundrels and the villains are out to cause fright. Something's calling that you can't resist. The fear is something that still persists. The dark is the person that only this person to step into the light. Are you ready enough to face the demons one and all? Are you ready enough for fear and voice to call? Are you listening as if maybe nothing can happen? Scarier than you ever said. Tell me now, are you brave enough for home? Are you brave enough to fear and voice to call? Are they listening as if maybe nothing can happen? Maybe it's somewhere in between. Tell me now, are you brave enough? Are you really sure that you got stuff to face what can't be said? Are you brave enough to face the shadows of your prison? It's scarier than you ever said. So tell me now, are you brave enough? Are you really sure that you got stuff to face what can't be said? Tell me now, are you brave enough for
Le pouvoir de votre mission favorite triomphe. The power of your favorite villain triumphs.
Highlights there from Are You Brave Enough? And I really enjoyed that show. I thought it was brilliant actually. A lot was packed into a short amount of time. Normally the shows are a lot longer than this, but it was only about 15 minutes, just under actually. But really enjoyed Ursula in that show. Brilliant how she spun round there on the spinning stage. It looked really good. She was like the live singer throughout the show as well. She was out for the whole thing and then brought the other villains on to see if we were brave enough. It was very, very good. I believe when it first launched for Halloween this year, year, it was a little bit longer. However, it was getting quite a lot of negative reviews, so they sort of shortened the show and changed a few bits up. Me personally really enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't see what it was like originally, but I thought that was really good. All the fountains behind it as well in front of the castle, they look really good. Some pyrotechnics in there, some smoke effects. The stage design looks a lot better than I thought it would do. From looking at photos, I saw it and I thought, oh, it looks a bit like 2D theming, but actually, like, they put some more layers on it, and when you're watching the show on there, I thought it was really good. Some great costumes, but Ursula definitely stole the show. Like I say, we've got the Halloween cavalcade coming up shortly after lunch. That's on twice daily during Halloween. I'm going to be watching that soon on Main Street USA. But as it's Halloween, I think we should head into Frontierland and see some more theming, and also have a ride on Phantom Manor. Let's go and have a little look. The park have really gone to town with the Halloween theming. It looks absolutely awesome. Love the entrance to Frontierland that you just saw in the last shot. All the lanterns on there. Then you got some more ghosts similar to the ones over on Main Street USA here in Frontierland as well. You got some there above the Lucky Nugget Saloon. Such a colourful season, isn't it? I love all the yellows and oranges, all the garlands what they've put out, and some more photo opportunities here in Frontierland as well. Trying to battle the weather now. It looks like it's going to absolutely chuck it down at some point today. That's why I thought I'll try and see all the entertainment offerings and film all the theming this morning, just in case all the rain does come down later on. Yeah, look at this, really high quality theming. Some lovely details, and you've got the pumpkin men and women with all the vines growing up them there as well, and the sunflowers. Really, really impressed with it all. So this shows how long it's been since I last came to Halloween at Disneyland Paris. So anyone who's a bit of a die-hard Disneyland Paris fan will remember Halloween years ago. They used to have like a skull that used to be out in the water, and they actually built like a fake cable car system with pumpkin men, and the base of it was somewhere here, and they used to run a wire all the way up into the top of Big Thunder Mountain. We're going back a long time now. If you look on Google, you'll probably find some images of it, but that's the last time I did Halloween here at Disneyland Paris. So there you go, it shows, doesn't it, how long it's been. I've actually just picked up a fast pass for Big Thunder Mountain, so I'll use that later on, and we'll go and take a little ride on there, and we'll see some more of the theming down that way, because it's all inspired by Coco and it looks incredible. I've just had a little sneak peek at that, but we'll do that after we've seen, had a ride on Phantom Manor, and also seen the cavalcade as well. Hey, Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube, check it out. Love it, she wanted to be on YouTube. All the pumpkins there as well. When people jump in like that, it makes me think, do they realise like they're going out to over 200,000 people? Probably not, it's crazy. And we hit that milestone whilst I was travelling from Europa Park to Disneyland Paris. So a big thank you to everyone that has subscribed to Theme Park Worldwide. Really, really can't believe how far the channel has come since 2012, and it's thanks to all of your support. All the music's changed around here as well. Just show you these pumpkin men and women over here as well, before we go and have a ride on Phantom Manor. Did a bit of a southern accent then, didn't I? I'm not from Bristol, I'm from the Midlands. There you go, these are great. I love them, really good quality. Flowers and vines growing out of them. They look absolutely awesome. Do you want to come and join us for a ride on Phantom Manor, dear? Looks like it's a short wait. He's not, why are none of these characters speaking to me? Crazy. Right, let's go and have a ride on Phantom Manor here in Frontierland.
You may not believe it, but beauty once lived in this house.
Le fantôme des lieux se fera un plaisir de vous aider.
Much to see, so look alive and stay together. I'd hate to lose you.
Kindly watch your step as you board, please. The party will commence only if you remain quietly seated at all times.
Ravishing bride.
Absolutely wonderful ride there on Phantom Manor here at Disneyland Paris. I had to wait about 10 minutes for it as well, so not too bad at all. In terms of crowd levels, it's actually a lot quieter than I thought it would be, especially with us being a lot closer towards Halloween now at the time of recording. I thought, you know what, it's going to be rammed full of people, but actually it's not too bad. Anyway, I'm going to make my way over to Central Plaza now, ready for Mickey's Halloween celebration. This is a cavalcade and it looks absolutely incredible. And here's some highlights over the next few minutes. Really excited for this one.
Pour partager et célébrer Halloween en compagnie de Mickey. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather round, gather round. Are you brave enough to share and celebrate Halloween with Mickey? Bonjour les amis, merci à tous d'être là. Je suis très heureux de vous retrouver. This frightened dread is all in your head. It's never to be seen. Let's get this out. It's night in the dead of night, and you're panic at their shrieks and their cries. Somebody, someone run. It's fall on the wall. It's spooky, scary scene. And when the dark is falling and the spirits are calling, you might be running in time, but I'm here. You're sure be easy.
Strong and steady. Away, away. Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Away, away. It's time to get cosmic.
Je suis votre hôte, mon ami.
The 999 happy hearts and I are ready to materialize for a spectacular celebration. You never know who'll drop in. After all, this is Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
say I'm absolutely blown away by Mickey's Halloween celebration. That was absolutely incredible. You kind of want to base yourself on Central Plaza in my opinion, and then from that point you can kind of follow it down here to Town Square and all down Main Street USA. It does start at the beginning of the parade route, which is next to It's a Small World, and makes its way down here to Town Square. But you definitely want to see the main show part that takes place on Central Plaza just in front of the castle. That was incredible. Amazing floats, costumes, loads of characters, dancers, other performers, pyrotechnics in that show. And the good thing is if you stand in the middle of Central Plaza, it's happening all around you. It's a 360 show, and that's what really makes it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic, really, really good. And then the quality of the floats was brilliant, especially the Phantom Manor floats. That was a personal favourite of mine. I liked how you had the ghost host as well that was doing a bit of a spiel throughout the parade, and that really added to it. That was absolutely excellent. The fact the sun came out in perfect time for it, like I say, you know, that's even better, you know, because you don't want to be watching something like that, and I'm sure the performers don't want to be doing something like that when it's absolutely chucking it down. The good thing is with Disneyland Paris, they are quite good at still running shows if there's a little bit of light rain, but obviously if it does get too heavy and it makes it dangerous or slippery for the performers and characters, then yeah, it will get cancelled. But was really lucky there, managed to see that. It's actually quite warm now. Absolutely loved that, it was brilliant, and I'm very impressed with Halloween. There's just so much theming around the park, so many decorations. Both the shows that I've seen have been excellent, and it's now time to head over into Frontierland for a ride on Big Thunder Mountain. Managed to pick that fast pass up earlier on. It's now valid. We'll have a ride on there, and there's even more Halloween theming to see all around Frontierland, inspired by Coco, I believe.
Round 2 on BTM. Here we go. Woo! Such a good near miss element that. It's always great to have a thrilling trip around the mountain on the wildest ride in the wilderness. Big Thunder Mountain here in Frontierland. And here we go, we've got some more beautiful decorations to share with you all now for Halloween 2019. Inspired by Coco around here. Very, very nice. I'm loving the soundtrack as well. Just the overall quality of these are absolutely brilliant. And this structure's never normally here. It's been built specially for the Halloween festival. It looks amazing. It's so colourful. I'm liking all the additions of the pink and purple into all of this as well. I think it looks great. All around the blacksmiths there as well. detailing on those is great, and all this is going to look brilliant at night. Same with the decorations down on Main Street. So coming up later in the vlog, we'll have a little look at all the decorations around there. Yeah, all this is going to look amazing at night. Let's continue down this way. I gave you a little preview of what you can expect when we was just before we went on Big Thunder Mountains, before I went into the queue line for Fast Pass. These are great, fantastic photo opportunities. And like I say, all of this is really good quality stuff that can just be brought out year after year. It'll be put into a warehouse, stored, and then it'll be brought out for next year. These are quite nice as well, with all the lights on. Flickering lanterns in the side, and their eyes light up as well. Cactus over there with all patterns on. And this is probably the most scenic view out of it all, in my opinion. Because you've got Big Thunder Mountain over there in the background, and the entrance just over there to the ride. How you doing? Maybe you two want to come for another ride on Big Thunder Mountain? What's that? Oh, you've been on it too many times. Oh, okay, I'll let you off. Yeah, these are absolutely awesome, and there's loads. I believe they all continue round towards the Frontierland Theatre. Unfortunately, there is no show in the new theatre, what was built just a few months ago actually. It was premiered with the Lion King show that was brilliant. Shame they haven't put something in there for Halloween, but you never know, they might do in the future. Let's continue to have a look around some of these decorations. In terms of theming and decorations for one of the seasons here at Disneyland Paris, I've never seen anything quite like it here before. They've done an absolutely outstanding job at making the park feel Halloweeny. It looks absolutely awesome and really immerses you in that autumn atmosphere. A really nice feel to it. Anyway, let's continue having a look around here in Frontierland, because there's even more theming, and also I can spot Mickey and Minnie over here as well. Loving these pumpkins down by the Cowboy Cookout Barbecue. Very colourful, bit different, and I can't say I've seen anything quite like that before. Again, it all fits with that Mexican theme. So behind that wall there is the Frontierland Theatre. That's where the Lion King show was when it was here in August. Hopefully there's going to be a show back in there again soon, because it's a fantastic new theatre what they've built. Really like it in there. And with it being an indoor theatre as well, replacing the former just undercover theatre that was there before, I expect that we're going to see something in there again soon, or at least I hope so. So many decorations, I can't believe it, honestly. There's a lot more decorations than they even have at Christmas, which is brilliant. All these photo opportunities, I mean, I'd love to see them do even more for Christmas in terms of around Frontierland. I know they used to quite a bit, but they tend to stop it now, and it tends to be just on Main Street and Central Plaza, or at least mostly there anyway. There's a few of the little bits dotted around the park. But yeah, all these decorations for Halloween and photo opportunities are great and really popular with guests. Like loads of people having photos with them, and it just makes it feel more of an event, doesn't it? You know, like you might come here at Christmas and stand here in Frontierland and not really see much at all. Whereas hopefully they're going to sort of change that, because Christmas on Main Street is absolutely incredible. I'd love to see them do something like this for the festive season all around Frontierland. But absolutely outstanding. Look at this over here, like the very big tall pumpkins battling the rain a little bit now, so I do apologise if we get any on the lens. Not the best of weather conditions, but at least it dried out just in time for the shows that I watched earlier on. Yeah, they're excellent. Pumpkins on stilts. So good, really jazzy as well with the design. All the lampposts, honestly, I'm really in shock. I knew there was going to be quite a lot of theming, but I didn't realise quite how much. I'm going to go around and take photos of everything soon as well. Just so I've got them stored in my little archive. I love looking back on old photos and stuff what I've took. And of course, if you want to see more from the various different rides and attractions here at Disneyland Paris, there's various different vlogs on Theme Park Worldwide. I've been here loads this year with me having the annual pass. So make sure you check them out. From Frontierland to Fantasyland this afternoon here at Disneyland Paris, because something's growing out of the floor behind the castle. Look at this piece of theming, all the branches inspired by Maleficent. Look at this, wow. So this huge piece of theming has been brought out and is installed just for Halloween season here at the park. And it looks absolutely incredible. It's the first time I've seen this in person. I've only ever seen photos, and it looks absolutely awesome. This is normally just an area where you can come and stand and have a photo with a sword coming out of the floor, whereas all of this is brought out just for the festival. Look at it, like, it's amazing, just the quality and scale of it. And there's Maleficent over there. People are queuing up to meet her all the way around. But yeah, this looks absolutely awesome. You've got all the lighting and smoke effects. Again, I think this will look good tonight, so we'll get some shots of it later. As you can see, all the branches are all lit up there as well. But in fact, I think we'll get an even better view if we go for a walk up onto the balcony there, up in the castle walkthrough. But wow, this looks absolutely incredible. Huge, and the spooky music's playing as well.
That really is such an awesome focal point for Fantasyland. Works great as a meet and greet area, and just generally just something to look at during Halloween. I think it looks absolutely incredible. Anyway, I'm going to head over to Walt Disney Studios now. Just have a bit of an update for you all over there, because there's quite a lot going on since my last visit. That's the thing with Walt Disney Studios, there's that much change going on at the moment, and of course that's going to continue over the next few years as it develops. There's always something to talk about, so let's head over and have a look. So much like my previous visit to Disneyland Paris back in August 2019, there's currently no season taking place here in Walt Disney Studios. Halloween is all over in Disneyland Park. However, there's been a few changes since I was last here, including something that I'm really looking forward to over there at the Hollywood Tower Hotel, because they've actually upgraded the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror to a new dimension of thrills. So I'm looking forward to experiencing this. Basically, they've added a few new storylines to the ride, some new special effects, and I'm really looking forward to it. So that's where I'm heading to first. Let's go over and take a look.
What's your greatest fear? You're sure to find it here. It's enough to make you stay home in your bed.
Was certainly very different, but I really liked it. Absolutely incredible, and the sequence was really long in there as well. I mean, the camera doesn't do that justice. You need to be sat there on the ride to fully appreciate that experience, but they've done a really good job of that. It's completely modernized the experience, and like you saw before I went in, you've got a little mini movie what's playing out the front before you go in, building you up. Are you brave enough to take on this updated version of the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror? Very much enjoyed it, and that was just one of 3 different rides that you can have on there now. Of course, there's 3 different shafts built into this version of the ride, and each of those shafts has got a different video sequence and completely different drop sequence as well. So I'm going to have to try those at another point this trip, but of course really enjoyed getting on there and seeing it. I really like the projection of the girl on the doors as soon as they closed. That was awesome, and she sort of followed you through the ride in various different points. Very different to how it was before. There was no sort of dialogue in my ride. It didn't sort of go backwards into the shaft and explain any sort of extra story or anything. It was like straight into it. A lot darker actually, a lot sort of on the storyline. You know, before it kind of built you up into it, whereas now, who knows when you're going to drop? Are you going up? Are you going down? What order are things going to be in? It's very, very different, but I'm a big fan of it. If you were a fan of the original ride, I'm pretty sure that you will enjoy that. I know there was a lot of people worried. I was myself, because I really enjoyed the whole original story. I wasn't too sure how it was going to feel, sort of the whole build-up with the library being the same, and you know, actually going into the ride, you know, thinking, oh, how is it going to sort of flow? It flows really well. I've got no concerns. I look forward to trying the other 2 at some point. But like I say, in terms of video footage, it doesn't do it justice at all on there. It never has done. You want to be sat there on the ride and enjoying the experience. Anyway, talking of new rides, look at this behind me over here. That's part of the show building going up for the new Spider-Man Dark ride. That's going to be opening as part of the Avengers campus, that new Marvel area. So yeah, look at this, it's going up. So let's take a little walk round and see some more of the construction. Well, I must say, it feels very weird to see this part of Walt Disney Studios this quiet. It's crazy, it really is. You think you used to walk down here to get to Rock and Roller Coaster. Of course, you had Armageddon down here as well if you really wanted to go on that. There was also the entrance to Motors Action Stunt Show Spectacular. You know, there was a lot to get to down this path. And now there's just some toilets and a cafe. But here we go. Here's a look at the construction for that new dark ride, and work is progressing really well actually. Since I was last here, it was just foundations, whereas now we can start to see that show building going up, ready for the Spider-Man Dark ride. Really excited for this, and it makes you realise actually this area is going to be a lot thinner than it was before. You used to walk down here, and the show building for Armageddon was sort of a bit further back. Whereas this new building is actually a lot further this way, which in my opinion is a good thing. This was always very open, mainly because when it opened in 2002, it was actually a parade route along here, so it needed to be quite open. Whereas now, they can really bring the buildings forward. So Armageddon was maybe another 10-15 feet behind where that wall is now. And yeah, look at it, like really interesting to see this show building going up. Gives you an idea on how it's going to block the area in a lot more, and it'll be a lot more immersive because of that as well. And then of course you'll make your way straight down to the bottom here towards the Iron Man roller coaster. A re-theme of Rock and Roller Coaster. I was here for the last sort of week of it when I was here in August. And here we go. All removed from the exterior now. You wouldn't even know that there was a big roller coaster sat over there, would you? Crazy. Little zoom in for you. You had all the facade that was out the front there. All gone. Literally out in that vlog, what, just over a month ago? Crazy, isn't it? All gone. Blockbuster Cafe all closed. And yeah, literally just a toilet block down here. And Restaurant of the Stars. But yeah, let's have a little walk down here because I think we'll be able to get more of a perspective on the construction from down here. From standing a bit further back from the fence here, it really gives you more of an idea on the scale of the show building that's going in for this new Spider-Man interactive dark ride. I'm sure next time I'm here over Christmas, even more of the concrete is going to have gone into place. And of course it's going to extend all the way down here. In a couple of years we'll be entering a huge show building to ride it. And of course we can also make our way back down this way to go to the Iron Man roller coaster, that re-theme of Rock and Roller Coaster. So much change coming to this park, but trust me, I think it's going to be worth it. So whilst we're talking about change here at Walt Disney Studios, we may as well continue the theme and talk about some more recent news. And that's from the studio tram tour Behind the Magic. Because Disneyland Paris have announced that this attraction is to be transformed, ready for summer 2020. So it's going to be closing soon because they're going to be making way for Cars Route 66, which is going to be a partial re-theme of this attraction and also a shortening of it as well, because let's just put it into perspective at the moment. In a few years time from now, when all the construction work is complete in this park, you're going to be able to walk straight down this way to a huge lake, and around that lake you'll have a Star Wars land to the left, you'll have a frozen area to the back, and then you'll have further space at the side for expansion. Hey, Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube. So yeah, all this is going to be changing a lot. At the moment, the studio tour actually runs to the left and all the way around to the right, so it takes up this whole back area here. So you imagine they've got this path going in down the bottom, they've got to either take it out or change the layout, and they've decided to keep it and change the layout. So everything basically to the left of where I am now, including the station, is going to be demolished. I'm using my hand here just to give you a bit of an idea. And then they're actually building a new station over to the back behind Toy Story Playland, ready for next summer for this Cars attraction. So it's going to be interesting because it seems like Catastrophe Canyon, which is the main scene in this ride, will be staying, but with a bit of a re-theme. However, we're going to be losing everything to the left here, so that includes like the London set with the underground and the fire-breathing dragon. We're going to be losing all that, and all this is going to be coming down as well, of course, to make way for that construction, that walkway that'll lead straight down to the studio lake. So I suppose we best go and have a ride on it.
De dire notre texte à l'écran. Enfin, ça c'est ce qui est écrit dans mon scénario.
Today, we're going to focus on the talented people who work behind the camera to make the magic, the mayhem, and the locusts.
On le fabrique.
But shooting on location is not always practical. After all, not many cities will give you a permit for a tidal wave or an alien invasion. The dinosaurs.
Si vous êtes déjà impressionné par la grandeur de ce plateau, imaginez un peu l'éloge des dinosaures.
Pretty woman, a little town.
J'ai une bonne nouvelle et une mauvaise nouvelle à vous annoncer. La bonne, c'est que nous allons faire un rapide détour par Londres. Et la mauvaise, c'est qu'il s'agit d'un Londres ravagé par une horde de dragons.
The beauty of a backlot is that you can turn a corner and be anywhere. London, for example. But London, as you've never seen it before, scorched by dragons.
On a préféré utiliser un studio plutôt qu'endommager tout un quartier de Londres par les flammes que lancent de vrais dragons. Et puis les dragons peuvent être des créatures si capricieuses.
And if you see any real dragons out there, slay them for me, will you? That's all right.
Alright, footage there from Studio Tram Tour behind the magic, and probably the last time it's going to feature in a vlog in that form. Like I say, it's going to be shortened, it's going to have a Cars theme, and it'll be interesting to sort of see how all that comes together. I will miss the whole sort of making of the movies with this park. It was the same with Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World in Florida. They're sort of changing it in terms of the whole idea behind the park. It's not so much looking at how the movies are made now and taking it behind the scenes with special effects and tours and that sort of stuff. It's more a celebration of movies now. You know, and I will miss the tram tour actually. I did really enjoy it. You know, back when they used to maintain it properly and you know, change it up a bit, you know, whereas now it stayed stagnant for quite a few years. For me, it kind of lost it when Toy Story Playland was put in, and you lost like all like the costume area. You know, anybody who's been coming here a long time will remember all that. So yeah, it has a couple of changes, that attraction, and yeah, it's about to have its biggest transformation ever. In terms of where the entrance is going to be for when it turns into the Cars attraction, it's going to be somewhere around where I'm standing now, near the Toy Story shop. What is normally closed, and it's still closed today. But I've mentioned in a few vlogs I've done over the past year, I've seen that open more than ever. It normally is closed just like it is now. But yes, I believe the entrance is going to be somewhere around here next to RC Racer, somewhere between here and of course Ratatouille, which is just next door. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the long term. I mean, are they planning this Cars attraction to be temporary, you know, until like the Frozen area and Star Wars is all done, just to keep some capacity in the park? Because you've got to think they've lost quite a bit of stuff. Especially down with the Marvel themed area coming in, all that down there being closed off. So it'll really be interesting to see, is it going to be a temporary addition? The fact it's opening in summer next year, you know, rides have been closed longer than this for refurbishment, like Phantom Manor. So are they going to have time to transform an attraction, or is it going to be more a temporary thing? Me personally, I can see it being more temporary until maybe all the studio lakes in 4 or 5 years time, and then they can use that space, what the tram tour takes up, or the remaining part of it, for expansion or something else. But there we go. Again, this area is going to be changing just behind me. We believe so anyway. It's going to be somewhere along this section where you're going to head over to the new entrance for it. Anyway, just before we head over to Disneyland Park, before it gets dark, to have a look at the Halloween decorations, let's have a quick look at another change here in the studios. So after many months, construction walls are finally down here in Toon Studio, and Cars Race Rally is back open after an extended refurbishment.
You can tell all this has been freshened up actually. You know, some of you might be thinking, hang on a minute, they've already got a Cars ride. Well, that's very, very true. And I was thinking exactly the same thing. Who knows how they're going to sort of put it all together. And yeah, the fact you've already got this down here and there's going to be a Cars ride just down the pathway, it'll be interesting to see. Something I have just noticed though, is that this has just come out of refurbishments. Why is half of it only in action? The other side's all bagged up over there. So that's certainly not a good sign. But at least it's back open. It looked rather fresh. Of course, a lot more's been done in terms of mechanically to the ride. But yeah, as we can see from that side being off, it's been shut for a long time. Like every vlog I think I've done this year, it's been closed. So yeah, that's not great, is it? It's a bit worrying that that's all closed off. But you can tell they've done a lot of replacements and a lot of mechanical stuff. It's definitely not due to like capacity and the queue being short either, because it's got a bit of a queue down there. And I've never seen them just run one side normally, so I'd say it's technical problems, but oh dear, not very good when it's been shut for so long, but hopefully they get that back open soon. I tell you what, this park is really starting to filter out a lot earlier than it normally does. Look at this, it's very, very quiet, and when I came in a couple of hours ago, it certainly was a lot busier than this. It's filtered out a lot earlier than normal, and I'd say that's due to the lack of attractions, I would say, compared to what there was before. But don't worry, that will be changing in the future. And from November the 17th, we'll have something else to come and experience. Animation Celebration featuring Frozen. Yeah, not long to go now until this is going to be opening. It was the Art of Animation before, and yeah, it's now Animation Celebration, and the new signs in there. Loving the colour scheme as well, fits in really nice actually. A nice transition sort of between the whole entrance area and down in Toon Studio. But yeah, I look forward to that. November the 17th, so I'll be doing that next time I'm here at some point over Christmas. Now time to head over then into Disneyland Park. I'm going to be putting in a bit of footage when it gets dark of the Halloween decorations, and then we'll wrap up this vlog from the Halloween Festival at Disneyland Paris. So it's just absolutely chucked it down here in Disneyland Park. I've just done some more rides over the past hour and a half, including Pirates of the Caribbean. And you saw there at the exit a bit more theming for the Halloween Festival. Another great photo opportunity. Talking of photo moments, I was hoping to go over there to the back of the castle to go and see the Maleficent branches all lit up. However, it's going to just have to be a zoom in, unfortunately, because the park is closing at 8 o'clock tonight. Obviously on a weekend it's open later till I think 9, 10 o'clock. But obviously it's had to close off ready for Disney Illuminations because there's just under an hour to go until the fireworks. So they start to gradually close off Fantasyland with it being in the firework area. But there you go, that's as close I can get to it, unfortunately. Looks great though with all the lighting and smoke effects down there. But it's something to come back for in the future to get closer up to. I'm sure I'll definitely come back for Halloween again here at Disneyland Paris at some point in the future. Now I knew that it was going to look very bright around here and feel very atmospheric, but nowhere near as much as this. The lighting looks absolutely incredible. So I'm going to have a little walk around Frontierland and make my way back onto Central Plaza, down Main Street USA, and wrap up the vlog on Town Square. Been really impressed with Halloween here today. It's been absolutely spooktacular. Had to get it in somewhere. Wow, the lighting on Main Street USA looks absolutely stunning. Whoever decided for last year, oh, let's try some Halloween garlands, certainly made a good call because they look absolutely awesome. And I really hope they're going to keep returning every year. I think they look absolutely brilliant. Main Street looks stunning, it really does. And we end our little tour of the Halloween decorations here at Disneyland Paris, back where we started, here on Town Square. My favourite view during the Halloween season. I think it looks absolutely amazing when you just stand here, look straight down Main Street. You've got the castle at the bottom, all the garlands that are hanging above the streets, and then of course you've got the bandstand here with the Main Street band on as well. I think it looks absolutely incredible, and for me this is just the viewpoint. I love it. In fact, once I've wrapped this vlog up in just a moment, I'm probably just going to sit here for a little bit and watch Disney Illuminations. Well, I think I've mentioned it quite a few times throughout this vlog. I am really impressed with the Halloween festival here at Disneyland Paris. It really has been great to come to every season throughout the year and come and see all the different changes, whether that be the shows, decorations, audio. I really am lucky to be able to have an annual pass to this park and not live too far away, of course, back in the UK. It's only a short distance to get here, whether you drive, take the Eurostar, Eurotunnel or fly. We've got loads of options of getting here. But seeing Halloween season for the first time in a very long time, and of course sharing it with you guys, has been really nice. It's been a very special experience. A bit sad really that I've only got like the one full day here and then a few hours tomorrow. Literally going to come in tomorrow, do a few different attractions, take a few photos and then head back home. But it's been an absolutely wonderful day, really enjoyed it. In terms of a highlight for me, just seeing the whole event again after so long and being able to capture it and share them memories with you guys. I think the park looks absolutely stunning. Love the decorations on Town Square, Main Street USA. Of course we've got the branches over in Fantasyland and then all of Frontierland as well. Looks absolutely incredible. I did have a walk through Adventureland and also Discoveryland, but nothing Halloween related around there. But like I say, in terms of rides, we haven't really done many attractions at all in this vlog, but that's not what it's been about. It's been about really seeing the Halloween season, and as much as when I've covered some of the other seasons this year, I've done a lot more rides in the videos. With it being Halloween and me not doing it for so long and covering it, I really wanted to go into detail with the theming. I've literally shown you everything theming wise in the park, and I think it looks absolutely incredible. Now, if you do want to see more of the attractions here, whether that's POVs, vlogs with my thoughts and other people from the channel's thoughts on the different rides, and then of course you've got all the different shows and parades like the fireworks show, the Disney Illuminations that's about to start, and also Disney Stars on Parade. If you want to see any of that, there is a full Disneyland Paris playlist and also a Disney Parks playlist as well. Bear in mind, we've been to every Disney theme park in the world, all 6 different resorts, all 12 theme parks here on Theme Park Worldwide, and there's loads of videos from all of them, so make sure you check it out. It's not actually going to be too long until I'm next back stood here in Town Square, Disneyland Paris. Only a matter of weeks until I'm going to be back here for the Christmas season, and I'll definitely do some more attractions then as well, and do a couple of vlogs whilst I'm here at the park. But thank you very much for joining me in my October 2019 vlog here from Halloween at Disneyland Paris. Have you enjoyed it? Was it worth the wait? Definitely was. I've really enjoyed it, and I look forward to returning again for a future Halloween season. Thanks for watching, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you soon.